So now going to the topic, all of us, we knew that the Muslims, they struggle badly. And we remember a very famous interview between Mimi Hijab and Susu Yahya Kadi. Mimi said to Yahya, there is, like, if we give you a blank paper, like a white paper, like, are you going to write a new Quran, or is it going to be the same? Yasir al-Qadi, or Yahya, he refused to give the answer in the beginning, and he insists that this is a topic should not be discussed in public. But Mimi, he said back to Yahya, insisting that he want to know the answer. And Yahya, he said to Mimi, brother, this is not a topic to discuss in public, trust me. You don't want to put these things in public. But Mimi insisted that Yahya should give an answer. And then Yahya, or so-called Yasir Qadi, he gave his shot. Okay, you insist? Here we go. And he told him the famous sentence where he said, there is, the standard narrative has holes in it. And now, what is the narrative we are talking about? We are talking about the preservation of so-called Quran. And then after that, Mimi, she decided to take the interview with Yahya and take it off from the internet. But Yahya and Fifi, or Mimi, they forgot that there is people, they are downloading right away what they post. So Muslims, not only Christians, they were downloading the videos, and after Mimi cut off what Yahya said, then that became even more horrible, because now everybody knows what Mimi he did. He took off what Yahya said. And what Yahya and Mimi say to each other is a horrible things. If you remember, like just 2 days ago, we have a Muslim who called me and he told me that there is many things in the Quran, they are false, hadith is corrupted. I mean, so what? So now we have their sheikhs, like Yahya, she considers herself that she is a sheikh, and Mimi, she considers herself that she is the man, to the point they debate anyone except me. And as long there is a hole in the narrative, and then we study carefully what they said in the interview. I'm not going to play it, you can go watch it. Just go search holes in the narrative. The standard narrative has holes in it. Just search for that. You will find tons of articles made by Muslims, videos, I mean, if I go right now and search, let me just show you. Yeah, I mean, there's tons of videos actually. So if we go right now and check in YouTube, we will find endless numbers of videos of people making videos about the holes in the narrative. And they are trying to cover it up, and the drama, and Muslims accuse Yasir Qadi, Yahya, that she is not a faithful Muslim, and he have an agenda, and he is a fraud, and he is working for the kuffar, he is not a trustworthy, he is a potato, he is a tomato. I mean, as you wish. So one sentence, or let us say 30-second, 1 minute of talk destroyed a career of two liars, Mimi and Yahya. Mimi, who insisted because he thought, well, Yahya will give the answer he liked to hear, or she liked to hear. But Yahya, he is trying to be decent now. He is the scholar, So he told him, brother, this is not a topic you discuss in public. And I don't know why I call him brother. But, I mean, mistakes. So, so now the Quran is confirmed to be not preserved. And we have tons of proofs. And, you know, not only that. You see, when the Muslims, like now we have a video. I have a video here. This is not what we want. Give me a second. We have a video here. Give me a second, please. From Mufti Mink. Mufti Mink, the title of the video is Those Who Say Follow Quran Only. Mufti Mink. So Mufti Mink, he make a speech about, you know, he make it clear, you know, the Quran says, whatever the Prophet he gave you, you take. Whatever he forbid you, you forbid. As simple as that. So he said there's no question that we should follow the hadith. And then he said, well, the hadith is true. There's many of the hadith are fabricated or not trustworthy. So how we know which one? He said, this is why we have to study. And here you find out, like, so now you are saying to me that every individual, he will find out in his way, studying, finding out what is to follow, what not to follow. So how many religion that will create? Because if everyone, this guy he say I agree with it, the other guy he said I don't agree with it. This guy he accepted, the other guy he said he didn't accept it. So as long the hadith by itself is so lousy, and there is no narrative for it, not only there is the hadith itself is a big hole. There's no narrative. There's no standard. Everyone, as he wish, you will find the same Sunni. As an example, Mimi Hijab is the one who was making fun of the hadith, which is very authentic about the breastfeeding for adult. And the funny, when I said that to the Muslim women, he said the Christian prince is a sexual predator. But when he say it, he is not. When we go and we find, as an example, not necessarily, hadith. And those hadith are coming from a very authentic book. And you will find that Mimi Hijab or Dudu, Tutum, whatever they are, they make fun of those hadith and they say we don't accept them. If you read with me as an example here, this is Sahih Muslim, which means the authentic Muslim. This is what Sahih mean. Sahih mean correct, authentic. So it was in the Quran. What was in the Quran? 10 times suckering. But Mimi Hijab, he make fun of those, and he go around and he insult Muslim sheikhs for teaching, yes. But look what we have here. And this is why those people, they go in denial. They are ashamed, number one, of their prophet behavior and how he's making fun of the Muslims. I mean, what the point of this 5 times or 10 times? It was revealed in the Quran, 10 clear suckering. 10 clear suckering. And then Allah abrogated by 5 times. You know, like somebody like making a medicine and he go to the laboratory and he says, you know what, you put 2 drops of antibiotic. And then he says, no, make it 5. And then he said, make it 10. And then he said, you know what, 10 is too much. Go back to 5. Here you notice that, I mean, if what is the point? What 10? Why 10? Why 5? Why 2? What those numbers mean? You know I'm saying? So you can tell that this guy is making things up. Because if it's 10, Okay, let us say there is something scientifically will happen if you have 10. So why now it's 5? This guy is making things up. So he found it is too much. 10 times, man, that's too much. Let us make it 5. Either there is a reason and the 10 should be 10. I mean, what happened now? Like, you know, did a human being change? Did those Muslims change like their nature, their human nature? Like now they developed something else. They used to be elephant, they became giraffe. So it was 10 and now we make it 5. They are the same people in the same time, the same period. So what make 10 become 5? And how in the world such an agenda or decision is made? This man is making things up. He's making fun of the Muslims. He's making fun of his God, because obviously he don't respect his God. If he respect his God, he wouldn't even say that. Why 10 times? And you know, the Muhammadan always, who try to defend their prophet, they come with the most funny answer ever. And actually my Skype is open, so if there is any Muslim would like to join us and give us his answer, I will be happy to hear him. Let us see, maybe we have somebody in Skype. I hope a Muslim trying to call. Okay, I called you the other day. All right. Let us see this guy. We are trying to call a Muhammadan. He said to me, I lie too much. Well, it looks like his internet is bad. All right. Do we have any Muslim would like to join us? Any Muslim? Any Muhammadan? Do we have any Muhammadan? You will notice that now the Muslim, they will, you know, they will hide, because this is very embarrassing. And you know, the Quran have a bigger issue too. As an example, like now, as you see, so now it was 10 and then became 5. Okay, where is the 5? Any Muslim can tell me where we can find the 5? Any Muhammadan? You see, as you see there, it says this is about 10 times breastfeeding for adult. So where we can find the abrogation by 5, which is very funny. Any Muhammadan? Where we can find. And same time, as long it was in the Quran, why you take it off? Who allow you to take it off? The funny is, those Muhammadan, they say that Christians and Jews, you know, they corrupted their book, blah, 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 blah. And then, okay, isn't it, this is a clear corruption? If Allah, He send you a verse, the verse should be in the Quran. If you say to me, because it's abrogated, well, show me the one who abrogated the verse. I mean, the new one, where's the new one? Same time, there's many verses in the Quran are abrogated, and they are still there. So why this one is not there? There's a hadith says that a goat ate the verse. And we showed you this reference many times before. But Is it really convincing that a goat ate the hadith? And why and how come this goat, she ate specific hadith? Look like this goat, she is sent by somebody and targeting the specific hadith, and she knew how to read, how to write. So she opened the Quran, she flipped the Quran with her tongue. She started looking, where is the chapter for breastfeeding, breastfeeding, breastfeeding for 10, and then she grabbed the verses. Any Muslim can explain to us? Hello? Must be Fakira. Yeah. Do we have any brave Muslim? How this goat, she chose the verses, and let us say for the sake of argument, the goat, she ate the verses. Don't the Muslim, they keep saying to us, we memorize the Quran by heart? If you ask Zakir Naik how the Quran is preserved, he said, brother Peter, the Quran is preserved, and we Muslim will recite it by heart. And if you ask him to recite the chapter we are reading, he will never be able to read it. Actually, I challenge any Muslim, not only to you cannot recite it, you cannot even type it. Who can tell me what the verses are missing? Who is a Muhammadan can tell me what is the missing verse says? So if the goat ate the Quran, and this is the excuse, that's horrible. That's mean Allah, he cannot even stop a goat. How he can stop Christian Prince? Secondly, if the goat ate the Quran, well, did the goat eat your memory too? Isn't it most of the Quran, or all the Quran, was collected from the memory of the believers? You don't have the book of Muhammad. Nobody have it. You don't even have the book of Uthman. So the goat, she ate the Quran, or she ate your memory. If you ask me, I believe that this is happening on purpose. The Muslims, they decide to delete those verses because there is no way, even if a goat ate verses, no way that she was able to eat the memory of every Muslim. And as you see here, Aisha, she remembered them. And she is saying it clearly, this was revealed. This is not hadith. It says the verse of a stoning and breastfeeding. By the way, how the stoning verse and the breast verse, they are eaten by the goat. Just to make it simple for you. You see, I mean, there is no way that the stoning verse is the next verse after the 10th time breastfeeding. There's no connection. I mean, what the heck is that? One about stoning for fornication, supposedly. And the other one is about, breastfeeding for adult, which is something lovely. All men, they like it. So, what Aisha, she said here, that this is from what the goat ate, this is what she remembered, but doesn't mean it's only one page, because those cannot be in one page. Mr. Free Abdul Rahman. Free Abdul Rahman is a nice guy. It's okay. Let him. Free Abdul Rahman. I will put your text in the screen. Look how Muslims, they refute us. Free Abdul Rahman, don't just repeat in the comment, my friend. This is why the admin had to block you. Take it easy, my friend. Okay? Don't do what Muhammad do. He say things 3 times, like Assalamu alaikum 3 times. How boring. Imagine, like, you're now going to eat, you say to your wife, is the food ready? Is the food ready? Is the food ready? Is the food ready? And then she answers you saying, yes, it's ready. Yes, it's ready. Yes, it's ready. You are weird like your prophet. So why you focus on this? My friend, why not? There's many reasons. Number one, I like goats. Number two, I like breastfeeding for adult. Number three, I like the ones who eat the Quran, like David would. The question is, why you cannot answer? So he's upset why I'm focusing in this. And then he says, you need to focus on your God. My friend, I'm focusing on my God, but I have to give myself a break and some time of comedy. So your religion is the one. Do the job. And look how he refutes us. Psh, that's deep. Why you focus on this, huh? This is not important issue. So you are saying to me that God eating your Quran is not important issue? What is important for you? So look at this. Aisha, Yahya related to me from Malik, from Aisha, the mother of the believers. Look at the title. She is the mother of the believers, but she was a teenage. I mean, have you ever heard of a mother of a believers, but she is a teenage? So now Aisha, she is the mother of Abu Bakr, and Abu Bakr is her father. Man, because Abu Bakr is a believer. Makes sense. She's the mother of the believers. And then it says here that Aisha, the mother of the believers, this is what al-Mu'mineen mean, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister Kulthum bint Abi Bakr as-Siddiq, and said, suckle him 10 times so he can come in and see me. What is the science behind this? So the guy now, he cannot get in unless his sister, she take off her boobs. I wish at that time there's like TikTok, Instagram. Actually, we will not call it Instagram no more. We will call it Sucklegram. Like Sucklegram, Suckle 10 grams, Suckle 10 kilograms. Like keep suckling. What is this? What does this have to do with God? See, they keep saying to us, Islam is about worshiping one God, and Islam is a lifestyle. Okay, here we go. This is a lifestyle. Who want to practice? Aisha herself, she practiced it, she ordered it, and you Muslims, you follow it. And Muhammad, he ordered it. And it was a verse in the Quran.